But the fundamental question is whether we're going to have an employer-based system or some other kind of system. The consensus has been we got to stick with an employer-based system because that's the basic system we have now. That's the least disruptive to stick with an employer-based system. And if you look around the world, the systems that deliver high-quality care at much lower cost than we do are employer-based systems. They're not government-run systems. They're employer-based systems.
That's
and
not
they are
true.
I
would let you know. Let's continue this.
Absolutely. Wait, Dylan. You can't say that's not
fair.
true. It absolutely is true. In France, in Germany, in Japan, they have costs 1/2 of ours. They have much higher quality outcomes on almost every metric
than we do. And it's not an employer-based system.
And they have, no, yes it is.
Not in terms of the tax.
It absolutely is. It is absolutely employer-based system. Absolutely. The government involvement is to provide assistance to those who can't otherwise afford it.
Yeah.
The government role is to regulate insurance, and the insurance business in those countries is not for profit.
Understood. No, I'm going to counter you now since we're doing this. Singapore uses a healthcare system that is not employer-based, that allows a forced savings account provided for every person in that country, the same as we do right now with forced withholdings for Social Security, where there is a forced savings plan, and this is be the most radical departure perhaps from the employer-based system, where then I have retained savings forced by the government from the age of 18 that then I can spend like flexible spending dollars with doctors, and then the doctors compete for me to spend that money with them based on the quality of their medical care. Now, I think they're honestly, in the interest of your day and this conversation, I would love to have you come back and talk about the employer-based system and its fundamental merits and its fundamental risks, because I think, obviously, you make very valid points, and this is a system that goes back to 1942, but it's also, in my opinion, in the interest of the insurance companies to keep it, in the interest of large corporations to keep it, and the large reason that it's so expensive because customers like myself are so detached from the actual cost of my health care because it's part of the bureaucracy of my compensation.
Let me just say this to you, Dylan. I would urge you and others listening to read the book Healing America by T.R. Reid, the well-respected Washington Post reporter. He has gone around the world and looked at different systems, and this really is the fundamental question. What model should we be pursuing? The model that I think just leaps out at you in that book that has low cost, high quality, universal coverage are employer-based systems that have not-for-profit insurance intermediaries. And those countries that have adopted that system, France, Germany, Japan, Switzerland, Belgium, are doing very well. And if you look on almost any quality metric, treatable illness, longevity, and all of the other metrics of quality, those countries are consistently in the top 10.
Understood. And again, I look forward to continuing the conversation. Again, my issue would be we have nearly 20% unemployment. And we can go on with the employer-based system and its merits and liabilities, which hopefully we'll have the opportunity. Senator, thank you so much for having the conversation you had this morning.
You bet.
All right, Senator Kent Conrad. Next on the agenda, war against Wall Street. America certainly gets it. You don't have to look any further than foreclosures, retirement accounts, lack of small business lending, the collapsing U.S. dollar, or spiking college tuition as a result of crushed endowments. And yet profits are the best they've ever been on Wall Street, thanks to you.